Hey guys! I have finally decided to start a YouTube channel! Yay! I'm so excited to see where this journey takes me. After working a few years, about 7, as a certified freelance makeup artist out there in the professional world, I wanted to, join this incredible creative space of YouTube. I don't have the best of everything. I don't have the best camera, the best lighting, even, the fanciest of makeup products, but I am starting where I am. So if you guys want to sit back, relax, have a glass of rosé, as I would, and enjoy this first look on my channel. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start off with my NYX Shine Killer for a primer all over my face. We're going to start with brows. I'm using the NYX Eyebrow Gel in Chocolate. And I'm going to be using an angled liner brush, and I'm sort of just going to place color into my brow. And I'm following the natural shape of my brow. And now I'm going to fill in underneath my brow with this Kiko Full Coverage Concealer in the number 5. And I just want to clean it up underneath. Moving on to shadow. And I'm going to start by using this MAC paint pot in the color Taylor Gray over my lid with a flat synthetic brush. This helps the shadow to last longer. So, it's just like a great base. And once you have that down, we're ready for shadow. I'm going to be using this, the Balm Cosmetics Meet Matrimony in Marriage Material. It's a nice kind of a burgundy plum color, and I'm going to use this precision brush from Juvia's Place in J127. I'm just going to be building this up in my crease. Now that we have that crease color, I'm going to take my Tartelette Tease. This is like a smaller version of the big one, great for traveling. I'm going to take this palette and I'm going to take Wink and use it in my brow bone to kind of just clean up that crease so that we don't have any harsh lines. See the difference? And I am using the Juvia's Place blender in J125 for this. And now I'm going to add my lid color. I'm going to use First Kiss on my lid. It's from the same Tarte palette. And I'm going to use a flat shadow brush. This one is from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. I don't know the number, it rubbed off a while back. I'm just kind of patting that on to build it. And never blow on your brushes, guys. Always, every time you dip, just tap off. No blowing on the brushes. Even if the brushes are yours, it's still, bacteria. Okay, and now I'm just going back over with my blender brush again, just to kind of blend everything together. And I think we're ready for some liner. This Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner. It's like a brown color in Damsel. Using that on my bottom lash line. I'm using it in my waterline and also a little bit in my lash line. Eyes getting a little watery. That usually means whenever your eyes get a little watery when you're doing liner, it means you're not breathing. So you need to take a deep breath. Don't worry. Trust yourself to put that liner on. Now that the liner is on, I'm going to take this smudge brush from e.l.f. and I'm going right back into my Tarte palette, kind of mixing them and going in my lash line. Just want to smoke it out a little bit. I like to give it a few pumps and then extend it up, and that helps with the curl. And since we are sporting a natural lash with this look, curling my lashes are key. I'm gonna go in with IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara. This is the mini one. Got it in my Ipsy Glam bag for September. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. And it's also key to hold a mirror like down here by your chest or belly and look down while you apply. Wiggle back and forth and extend it out. It's good to hold the mirror, you know, straight on, or even if you're looking up, so that you don't get any mascara goop or anything on the skin beneath your lash line. Sometimes it's not even about how you apply mascara, it's all about where you're looking. Okay, I think I'm pretty good here with the eyes. Let's move forward with skin. I'm going to start by correcting. I'm going to use this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the orange corrector. I'm going to be using that under my eye, and then I am going to be using that in other problem areas where I have discoloration on my skin. A little bit under here. The littlest bit around my mouth. It's definitely important to correct before concealing when you have any kind of discoloration in your skin. Now I'm just buffing all this into my skin even more with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. Be using this small flat synthetic brush from Morphe. This is a part of their vegan set, and my concealer from Kiko again. I'm just gonna make sure I get a good amount, especially over all those areas where I just applied corrector. Just a little concealer up here. I have this one random, I don't even know, man. Life comes at you hard. I'm going to set with this banana setting powder from Bella Pierre. Put a little bit powder under my eye. I'm not gonna be baking too much. I just want it to not move, so just gonna let that sit. And now that this has baked for a little bit, I'm gonna use this Juvia's Place J123 tapered blush brush. They call it a blush brush, but because it's tapered like this, I like to use it for my powders. I'm just going to dust off. And now foundation, and I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup in Natural Tan 100. I'm using a stippling brush from Wet n Wild. I like using a stippling brush. It buffs into the skin really, really nicely, and then it kind of creates that airbrush effect. And I also like using these like smaller stippling brushes too, because I feel like whenever you're using small brushes, you're being more precise. And I'm just slightly going over that area where I put setting powder. Just kind of blend all the steps together, you know. And now that my foundation is on, I'm going to move on with my Besame translucent powder, the brightening vanilla chai powder. It's translucent, but you know, it still has some color to it. Kind of roll and press. And moving on with contour, I'm using the Kiko contouring kit. I'm using the Juvia's Place angled contour brush in J121. So I'm going to be taking that contour color, which is their darkest color, here at the top, at my hairline. And I kind of just 1, 2, 3, drag it down. And maybe a little at the top here. And I have pretty pronounced cheekbones, like you can see my line here. So I don't have to do too much work to find where I should contour, but it does help once in a while to just kind of do a kissy face. Like a kissy face, but raise the cheekbones. Yeah. Yes. Let's move in with some blush, and I'm going to be using the Milani powder blush in Tea Rose. I always feel so soft and feminine when I use this because, you know, it's a nice little flower, and my name is a flower. Hello. Using a angled blush brush with this, just right on my cheekbones for a little bit of color. Of course, it doesn't hurt to smile. I always say a little blush, and then I'm full on 80s blush by the time I'm done. And now it is time for my favorite part of all my highlights. We are going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and the tops of my cheeks. And you know, we're just gonna live in holy highlight matrimony. So I'm going to be using the ColourPop. Love ColourPop and everything they make. I'm going to be using their highlighter in Might Be. And just at the heights of my cheek. Look, already. And down my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on the tip of my nose. I love how I'm like a little bit. I'm going to take this Stalazi. This is another stippling brush. This is DF102. And I'm just going to kind of blend that in. I'm like addicted to highlighter, like seriously, like I need help. Like I'll sit here and just do 100 layers of highlight for the hell of it, and then go to the supermarket like I am today. Now that we're all pretty and sparkly, let's add the eye highlight. So I'm going to be using the Nubian palette from Juvia's Place. Be using this kind of lovely foily color right here. Another Morphe brush, a thin flat liner brush, and after I've patted both sides, just kind of go in and highlight. Yeah, I like to just kind of create this shape where I'm doing a little bit on the top of my lid, a little bit in the lower lash line, and in the tear duct. I mean, highlight just makes everything and anything better. I light my life away. And now we are ready for lips. I'm going to be using a ColourPop combo here, using their lippy pencil in Nevermind and their Ultra Satin Lip in Hutch. This is new from their fall edit, and this has been around for a while, but I want to see what they look like together. And I'm not going to be creating too much of a different shape. I'm staying within my natural lip lines. Just kind of putting it in the center. Oh, I like this a lot. I'm gonna use my rose water spray. Voila! So this is the final look, guys. You know, it's a nice sultry eye, big beautiful dark lip, nice and bold. It's perfect for fall. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please feel free to subscribe and like and leave me a comment and tell me what you would want to see from me. Bye, guys.